a large numbers of words in practice in Urdu language from Arabic. Even
Officer Mizi, please unmute your device. Officer Mizi, unmute your device. It is muted. Officer Mizi, please unmute.
hello,
Yes,
hello,
yes, we are
hello,
hearing. Yes,
hello.
audible.
Now we are hearing.
Yeah, yes, yes. Even if you look to the Hindi cinema, most of the scripts comprises of Urdu words, though these are claimed to be Hindi. The main difference between both of the languages is in Urdu, the majority words of Arabic. On the other hand, in Hindi, there are majority of the words of Sanskrit and Bangla. Innovative impact of Arabic on language and culture. As we have tried our best to probe the linguistic relation of Arabic with other languages of the world, at the same time, it is also remarkable to record here that this language has a great cultural impact on other cultures, especially Arabic's cultural impact on pluralistic society is worth to mention. Our subcontinental societies are plural in the true sense of the term because there is a lot of languages, social traditions and customs, myths, religious and non-religious, superstition ideas. There are innumerable tribes and communities, but Arabic, confronting all these challenges, has an innovative features and unique impact on this plural society. India and Bangladesh, especially with their varieties in culture, are bearing these innovative character properly. We like to mention that record numbers of literary works done here where Arabic had a big impact. Great poet Kazi Nazrul's works are the living instance of this impact. He actually changed literary cultures and traditions and imbued with the color of Arabic Islamic culture. Prior, Yusuf Julika by Abdul Hakim, as well as by Guribullah and Karbala by Abdul Hakim, has been composed. Mir Musharraf Hussain of the then Nadia district of Eastern Bengal, presently Kushtia, composed Bishat Sindhu that has a great impact on the Bengali social culture. There is a large body of Islamic literature in Bangla and that has greatly enriched the Bengali language and culture during the first 100 years. During the Mughal period, a number of literary works were produced in covering Islamic themes, incorporating Arabic words. During the British period, writers like Musharraf Hussain, who wrote on Miraz Sharif, Hazrat Bilal, Hazrat Amir Hamza, are especially noteworthy in continuing this tradition. Sheikh Abdul Rahim wrote an important biography of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Kazi Nazrul's famous writing in this Fatiha Yazdaham, Muharram Khalid, Qurbani, and Hamdanat. He translated passages from the Quran in his Ghulam Mustafa. Translated Arabic words. Reasonable numbers of poems of Kabir, Farrukh Ahmad are also a landmark in this tradition. In the words of Sayyid Ali Ashraf, the cultural phenomena of Muslim Bengal from 1857 to 1947 indicate several curious but significant features. The first important feature was the expanded nature of the cultural content. Bengali Muslims were thinking not on terms of regional cultural variety, but in terms of Muslim culture and more particularly the history of culture of Muslims of India. The revivalist and reformist movement resorted this trend and made regional thinking rather narrow and unwise. Regional impact of Arabic, religious impact of Arabic. though the language Arabic is not only the Islam, cannot be denied representation of this language in terms of religiosity. Historically, it is evident that the last Prophet Muhammad, last Prophet of Islam, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, sent from Allah in Arab land with this language. The identity of Allah is, as given in the verse of the Holy Quran, is Rabbul Alameen, and the identity of the Prophet is Rahmatul Alameen, and the identity of the Holy Kitab is Zikrul Lil Alameen. The Alameen actually comprises the sense of globalization and pluralistic. This global and pluralistic character of Islam flourished through expansion of Arabic language. The Quran also attributed that it is Quran and Arabiya. That means the Quran with Arabic language. It proves that the Arabic language is the real representation of Quran. As the Holy Quran is the main source of Islamic thoughts and guidance, and the Arabic is the language of that holy book, thus Arabic became indirectly very sacred and important language to Muslim community in terms of religious sense. Muslims' zeal to the Quran is so enormous that their everybody life starts with the recitation of the holy book of Allah. They also try to learn the Arabic language to understand the verses of the Holy Quran. This endeavor changed the whole cultural atmosphere. Muslims now are not considering Arabic as a simple language as like as other common languages of the world, but their notion regarding this language fully different from others. Even in pluralistic society, Muslims are not as like as other religious communities, but they have social identity. They have to perform salah, daily prayers, which fully depends on knowing Arabic. They also perform other fundamental worships which lead them to know Arabic. Sometimes we see some secular subjects experts are also, when he comes to the close contact of the Quran and learn Arabic, gradually he changes himself. Sometimes we witness vital changes in their cultural passion. As individual lives of Muslims, their social lives also sometimes motivated by the Arabic language. They, knowing Arabic, attain the knowledge of the sayings of the last prophet and the instruction delivered by the pious companions of the prophet. They also, thus, they following these guidelines, adorn their society. They follow the system of greeting somebody. They use the instruction to be sympathizing to a sick, and they'll know how to be duteous to relatives and neighbors, how to express their fellow feelings to others, how to behave with persons from other religions. All these are though depicted in the religious script, but without knowing Arabic, it is almost impossible to learn. Here, I would like to conclude that Arabic has a great impact on language and culture. This positive impact enriches the world heritage and culture due to its reciprocal capacity. As the world now in global in character, this language capable enough to accommodate its proper place and position in the greater field of other language and culture. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I am thankful to everybody for the questions hearing. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable speech. It was indeed a great and wonderful speech. As you know, that languages have no boundaries set by the different nations. They are like air and water. Wherever they want, they blow and flow. Now, it is time to ask some questions. I request our respected audience, if you have any questions, remarks, observation, please come forward and ask. Anybody? I think nobody is here to ask the question. So now I take opportunity to invite our respected president of the session, Dr. Muhammad Shahidul Islam, Professor, Department of Arabic, Dhaka University, Bangladesh. Are you here, Dr. Muhammad Shahidul Islam?
With Islam with us?
This is my time.
Yes,
Yes, I am with you.
Yes, sir.
Come, sir.
Yes.
Thank
Please
you.
deliver your presidential speech.
Okay, thank you once again. And I am also once again grateful to all of you to getting this opportunity to attend with you this international webinar on this. As I told about, there was my few words. I am telling, as the keynote speaker mentioned here, the influence of Arabic on Bengali. He also mentioned many things. There are many words, around 4,000 words in Bengali. Is a language of Semitic group, but Bengali is a language of Indo-European group. Although this is these two languages from two groups, but there are many similarities and many dissimilarities also. I also mentioned here some few points like there are Jumla al-Basita for like Muhammad Muslimun or fail of file as Qama Muhammad. Same things are we can see in Bengali, which is consist of Uddisho and Muhammad Shikhok, Jumla in in Arabic. You see in Bengali same sentence structure, Jayed wa Amar esheche. But there are few difference in Bengali and Arabic. In Arabic, we can see the bar.
Sir, we are not hearing you. Sir, we are not hearing you.
Islam. Please. Islam.
Maybe he is not online.
Need to take-
I request our coordinators, please look into the matter and sort out the matter as soon as possible. Technical coordinator are requested to look into the matter. Otherwise, contact Mr. Shahidul Islam.
Yes, I think he is unable to join with us due to technical problem.
Okay,
He's
sir.
unable with us.
So now what to do?
Yes, we'll wait for a few minutes.
Sometime. Okay.
Professor Iskandi from Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah. Professor
Can we
Tahir.
contact him?
Yeah, already.
Please contact.
He is trying to join with us.
Okay.
Now, Professor Islam has joined us with us.
Okay.
Please continue, Professor.
Sorry, I was
No.
sorry, I was disconnected.
It's okay, sir.
For
It's
network
okay. No problem. It's okay.
problem.
No issue.
As
Yes,
I am mentioned, okay. As I am mentioned, the file which is called in the Arabic file, but in Bengali, as we see Kama Muhammadun. But when we see in Bengali, file will come first and file will be come later. Dari অথবা Muhammad Darius. As now we can see in Arabic singular, dual, and plural. But in Bengali, we can see only singular and plural. There are no dual number. In Arabic, we can see here only masculine time on the structure of the words. But in Bengali, we can see there are 4 genders: masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, and neutral gender. Because in find the time to see the meaning of the words. That's why when we see it is related to the uh, man uh, uh, masculine will be masculine gender. When we relate it to the female, it will be female gender. When we will relate it to the man and woman, it we can say it is common gender. When we cannot see there are other option, we will say in Bengali building, and there Mawsuf and Sifat. In Arabic, we can see the Mawsuf Mawsuf first, then Sifat. But in Bengali, we can see a Sifat first and then a Mawsuf. In Arabic, we say waladun salihun. Uh, but we say in Bengali, bhalo chele. Bhalo is sifat, it comes first, and chele is mawsuf, it goes later. Same things we can see in mudaf and mudafilai also. Mudafilai, it comes first, and mudaf come first, and then mudafilai. But in Bengali, we can see the mudafilai first, then muzaf. But there are also, we can see in Isme Ishara, in Arabic, Musharan Isme Ishara will be according to the Musharan Ilai. If the Musharan Ilai is male, Isme Ishara will be male. If the Musharan Ilai will be female, the difference. Although we can see the difference between Arabic and Bengali, we can see the influence of Arabic on Bengali in many terms. As our keynote mentioned here, we can see that basically influence of Arabic in Bengali side, but not other reason for influence of Arabic in Bengali, like religion reason, cultural reason, economical reason, and education reason also. Because Arabic is the language in Bengal, there are Arabic language. They told the Arabic is the language of Quran and Hadith. This is the main factor for influence of Arabic on Bengali. And there are also a cultural reason, because Muslims are influenced by the Arabic language. So culture was influenced, Arabian culture influenced to Muslim culture, and this is also. And there are also a third reason, as I told, the economic reason, because there are many people are going to the Arabian country for their work purpose. So these people are taking the words from Arabic, and when they are come back to their land, they also use this language. And there are also fourth reason, as
Sir, we could not hear you. Dr. Muhammad Shahidul Islam, we are not hearing you.
I
Can you
think,
hear me?
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Now it is
Network
okay.
problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. As I mentioned, our national poet of Bangladesh, Qazi Nazrul Islam, who was influenced by the Arabic in terms of words and sentence also. He mentioned many words in his poetry like Takdir, Jamaat, Jannat, Jihad, Haram, Khud, Kafir, Mu'min, Miskin, like this. There are so many words. He also used his poetry, the part of the Arabic sense also, like Arba Rakat, Amanullah, Darul Harb, so many Arabic sentence, La ilallah, La sharikallah. This is the Russian Bengali literature. So, if there are few limitation for the difference of lingual, we can get the many word sentence. Once again, I like to thank Fatali Mullah to inviting me Kalichok College and the Kolkata. I also thank to the thanks to all, thanks to the audience. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable remark. Indeed, we are today deprived due to bad connectivity, though your speech was wonderful and great. Now, it is time to present vote of thanks, and for that, I call upon our research scholar, Aminul Islam. Please present vote of thanks.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. Honorable Director of this international webinar, Professor Dr. M. Isharat Ali Mullah, most respected President, distinguished guests, eminent speakers, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon, everyone, in this joyful occasion. Now we have reached the end of this beautiful program. It's my proud privilege to have been asked to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. Today, I would like to take the opportunity to express my gratitude on behalf of the Calcutta University Arabic students and its Alumni Association on the occasion of World Arabic Language Day celebration. First of all, I extend my most sincere thanks to Almighty Allah for making today's virtual webinar a great success. On my own behalf, I extend a wholehearted thanks and gratitude to our Honorable Professor Dr. M. Isharat Ali Mullah, the Department of Arabic and Persian, University of Calcutta, the director of this a-week-long virtual international seminar, and patron-in-chief of Calcutta University Arabic Students and its Alumni Association. Sir, you were a pioneer in the field of Arabic language and literature in Bengal, and we have learned a lot from you. Thank you, sir. I must mention my deepest sense of appreciation to the president of this 6th academic session, Professor Dr. Shahidul Islam, Dhaka University, Bangladesh, for his valuable presidential address. You have enlightened us with your inspiring and motivating words. Once again, I thank you, sir. I would like to express our sincere thanks to the chief speaker of this academic session, Professor Dr. Nasiruddin Miji, Islamic University, Kustia, Bangladesh. We are inspired by your valuable speech on the topic reciprocal capacity of Arabic in lingua cultural pluralistic society. He has spared time from his busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Thank you, sir. I also extend my thanks to Dr. Ali Reza and Dr. MD Ruhul Amin for their efforts towards coordination. I also thanks to Professor Dr. Iskandi from Indonesia and Professor Muhammad Ibnian for being with us. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated members of our organization. I cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zones. But there are some members, if their names are not mentioned, it will be wronged. They are Mr. Abdul Wahab, Mr. Ataullah Ghazi, Mr. Muhammad Yusuf, Mr. Obaidullah Malik, Mr. Muhammad Nur Salim, Mr. Rafiq Akhtar, Mr. Abu Saleh Ghazi, Mr. Abdul Makin, and Kamrul Islam, and etc. Once again, I want to state that we are all grateful to all speakers, participants for being with us, and especially Professor M. Isharat Ali Mullah. Without his guidance and support, we could not complete this international webinar. At last, I invite all of you in the 7th academic session as well as valedictory session tomorrow. Thank you, all of you, from the core of my heart on behalf of Calcutta University Arabic Alumni Association. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aminul Islam, for your inspiring and impressive vote of thanks. Now it is time to call upon our mentor of the conference, who is the source of inspiration for us and Alumni Association. Without